Okay everyone, welcome back to CBD Yoga and Fitness. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Mike. Today's video is going to be a full body yoga sequence for bodybuilders. So if you just did a full body workout, then this sequence is for you. When you're ready, roll your mat, grab some water, and let's get started. Okay guys, so let's begin this sequence coming into a seated position with one foot in front of the other. And from here, let's just place our hands on our knees. And let's just take a brief moment here to come back to our breath and just tap into this moment. Awesome. From here on your next inhale, let's bring our hands up towards the sky. And then exhale, plant the left hand down into the mat in line with your left hip. And then reach over with your right arm. Should really feel a nice stretch on the right side body here. And on your next exhale, come back to center. Again, let's inhale, lift both hands up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the right hand down and just take it over to the other side, reaching over with your left. You should really feel a nice stretch in the left side body here. Make sure to breathe. Exhale, come back to center. Again, let's inhale, lift both hands up. Exhale, this time twisting to the right. So the right hand, right arm comes behind you, acting as a second spine. And then the left hand can rest on your right thigh. Just make sure you avoid the right knee. And as you inhale, try and lengthen your spine. And exhale, gently twist. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Again, let's inhale, lift both hands up. Exhale, this time twisting to the left arm, left hand behind you, right hand resting on the left thigh. Just make sure you avoid that left knee. Again, let's inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Exhale, come back to center. From here, let's just walk our hands out in front of us. Really breathing into the hips here. Exhale, start to walk your hands back towards you. And then from here, let's inhale, lift the hands up once again. And exhale, plant the hands behind you, right underneath your shoulders. And then from here, let's inhale, lift the hips up, and imagine a fruit in between your chin and your chest. So keeping this nice straight spine. Breathing here. Exhale, slowly lower it back down. And from here, let's just uncross the legs and then cross the opposite one in front. And we'll do the last two exercises once again. So let's just walk the hands out here. This time really breathing into the other hip. So for a lot of us, it'll be the left hip that gets the nice stretch here. And exhale, slowly walk it back towards you. And again, let's inhale, lift both hands up. Exhale, plant the hands behind you, right underneath the shoulders. And again, let's lift the hips up, keeping that fruit in between your chin and your chest. Breathe here. Exhale, slowly lower it back down. From here, let's make our way onto all fours. So take your time getting there. Stacking the hands underneath the shoulders, stacking the knees underneath the hips. Tops of the feet are pushing into the mat. The fingers are spread wide, and the hands are actively pushing into the mat here as well. And I want you to try and imagine like you're opening a pickle jar with your hands. So you should really feel this engagement in the upper arm, the tricep area. And then once we have this nice foundation, we'll do a few rounds of cat-cow. So let's inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round. Do a few more, moving with your breath. From here, let's come back to all fours. And now from here, let's plant the left hand in the center of our mat and then reach our right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, thread that right arm underneath the left, bringing the right shoulder, right ear to the mat. You can keep the left hand where it is, or if you want to, option to walk it out here. Make sure to breathe. Exhale, slowly release. Come back to all fours. And now from here, we'll just take it over to the other side. So planting that right hand in the center of our mat, reaching that left arm up. Exhale, threading that left arm underneath the right, bringing the left shoulder, left ear to the mat. Exhale, come back to center. From here, keeping the knees stacked underneath the hips, let's extend the arms out long here, coming into a puppy pose. So an awesome stretch for the back and the shoulders. Exhale, let's shift forward onto our bellies, planting the hands in the mat once again. From here, let's just lift our chest up, coming into a high cobra, opening up the heart, opening up the chest. Feel free to roll your shoulders back, open up even more. Keep that core slightly engaged here. Breathe. And exhale, let's shift it back and we'll come up into a downward facing dog. Breathe. Feel free to pedal up the feet here, really breathing into the back of the legs, stretching out those hamstrings and those calves. Then from here, let's heel toe, walk our feet up behind our hands, and we'll take a forward fold here and keep the knees bent generously. And then from here, slowly start to roll it up, stacking the spine. The chin is the last to lift. Coming into a mountain pose. Great job, you guys. In mountain pose, on your next inhale, let's lift our hands up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to plank. From here, lower knees, chest, chin to the mat. Elbows hug in, hips stay elevated. And then from here on your next inhale, let's take a baby cobra. Keeping the gaze down, no wrinkles in the neck here. And exhale, shift it back to downward facing dog. Breathe. From here on your next inhale, let's lift that right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot up in between the hands, lower the left knee down, left shoelaces down. And then from here, let's inhale, bring the hands up towards the sky. Coming into a nice low lunge. Great stretch for the hips and the psoas. In this low lunge, really try to make sure that your hips are in one line. So for a lot of us, we may have to draw our right hip back a little bit and then bring our left hip forward. Take a few more breaths here. On your next exhale, plant the hands and we'll step it back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, let's lift that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the left foot up in between the hands, lower the right knee down, right shoelaces down. And again, let's inhale, rise up, nice low lunge. And then the same thing for this side, keeping our hips in one line. We may have to draw our left hip back and our right hip forward. Keeping that core slightly engaged here as well. On your next exhale, plant the hands and we'll step it back to downward facing dog. Breathe. From here, let's lower the knees down and we'll bring the knees as wide as the mat, letting the big toes touch behind you. From here, we'll take an extended child's pose. So extending the arms out long, the forehead can rest in mat. On your next exhale, slowly start to release. And from here, let's make our way onto our bums and we'll extend our legs out long. Keeping the feet flexed towards you. Let's inhale, bring the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it down. We'll take a nice forward fold here. So again, really breathing into the back of the legs. On your next exhale, slowly release. From here, we'll finish up with an inclined plane. So keeping the legs where they are. On your next inhale, let's bring the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the hands behind you, bringing them right underneath the shoulders once again. And then from here, let's inhale, lift the hips up, point the toes. And again, imagine that fruit in between your chin and your chest. We'll stay here for a few breaths. And on your next exhale, let's bring it back down. And from here, let's make our way back into a seated position of your choice. And that wraps up our practice today. From here, let's bring our hands together at our heart. Thank you all so much for sharing your time and your energy with me today. If you want to check out my yoga for push day, pull day, and leg day, I will include them up in the corner here. From here, let's bring our hands together at our third eye. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Thank you so much. Namaste.